Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into another chilling case. Before we begin, don't forget to support the channel by hitting that subscribe button and turning on notifications. It really helps. Every parent teaches their child about the dangers of trusting strangers. They warn them never to talk to someone they don't know, follow them anywhere, or, under any circumstances, get into a stranger's car. These conversations are crucial, not just to set rules but to explain the real-life consequences of ignoring them. The terrifying case of Abigail Hernandez, a high school student from New Hampshire, serves as a powerful reminder of just how quickly a moment of trust can turn into a nightmare. All she wanted was a simple ride home, but instead, she ended up in the hands of a monster. Abigail, or simply Abby Maria Hernandez, was born on October 12, 1998, in Manchester, New Hampshire, along the banks of the Merrimack River. She was the youngest of two daughters, born to Ruben and Xenia Hernandez. Abby was especially close to her older sister Sarah. Her mother Xenia worked as a nurse while her father Ruben was a sales agent. The Hernandez family was happy and financially stable, but when Abby was in middle school, her parents divorced. Her father remarried and started a new family, while Abby and Sarah remained with their mother. Though Ruben continued to support them financially, his presence in their lives faded to little more than holiday greetings. From a young age, Abby was curious, social, and adventurous. She had a wide circle of friends, loved trying new hobbies, and excelled at whatever she set her mind to. She was an artist, an athlete, a photographer, and a language enthusiast. At 12 years old, she joined a local outdoor club, where she fell in love with hiking, camping, and wilderness survival, skills that would later prove invaluable. October 9, 2013. The day Abigail disappeared. By the fall of 2013, Abby had started dating a boy named Jimmy, a year older than her. Her mother knew about the relationship and had no objections, but life as she knew it was about to change forever. On October 9th, just days before her 15th birthday, Abby was busy planning a hiking trip with her outdoor club. She had even received a new pair of hiking boots as a gift. They were a bit tight, so she decided to break them in by wearing them to school. That afternoon, Abby planned to take a short walk through a park before heading home. But when her mother, Xenia, called her around 5 p.m., her phone was off. At first, Xenia assumed Abby was out with friends and that her phone had died. But when hours passed with no word from her daughter, panic set in. By nightfall, Abby's mother and sister were frantically calling friends, teachers, and even Jimmy, but no one had seen or heard from her since school ended. Police were immediately involved in the search. The last signal from Abby's phone had pinged 1 mile from her home. Flyers flooded the town, news stations covered the disappearance, and hundreds of volunteers joined the search. But despite their best efforts, Abby had vanished without a trace. The first suspect, and a chilling letter. At first, suspicion fell on Jimmy. Detectives questioned him, looking for any motive. Had they fought? Was he angry with her? But Jimmy was shocked by the accusations. He had a rock-solid alibi, confirmed by his family, teachers, and multiple friends. As weeks passed, the investigation hit a dead end. Police feared the worst, until a letter arrived. A month and a half after Abby's disappearance, Xenia found an unusual note in her mailbox. It was from Abby herself. She wrote that she was safe and healthy, that she loved her family, but couldn't reveal her location. At the bottom of the letter, she had written, "Abigail, dreams come true." Handwriting experts confirmed the letter was authentic. This meant one thing: Abby was alive. But where was she? And why couldn't she say the truth? The kidnapper, Nathaniel Kibbe. Unbeknownst to everyone, Abby was trapped in the home of a dangerous man, Nathaniel Kibbe. Kibbe was born in 1980 in the same town as Abby. He had a violent history, a criminal record, and an obsession with firearms. In 2011, he had kidnapped a teenage girl, but somehow, authorities never prosecuted him. Then in 2013, he struck again. On October 9th, as Abby walked home, Kibbe pulled up beside her in his truck. He noticed she was limping from her tight boots and offered her a ride. At first she refused, but he insisted, smiling kindly and acting like a good Samaritan. Eventually, she got in. But minutes later, Abby's instincts screamed that something was wrong. When she tried to jump out, Kibbe pulled a gun, tied her up, and drove her to his trailer, where he locked her inside a soundproof shipping container. For the next 9 months, Abby endured horrific abuse. Her captor made her write multiple letters to convince her family that she had run away. Each time she tried to leave clues, Kibbe caught on, and punished her severely. At one point, the police searched Kibbe's property for an unrelated crime. They were just feet away from Abby, but they never checked inside the container. It seemed like Kibbe had escaped justice once again. The shocking escape. In July 2014, Kibbe met a woman at a bar and gave her counterfeit money. When she realized it was fake, she reported him to the police. Panicking, Kibbe unexpectedly released Abby, dropping her off on a deserted road and warning her not to go to the police. But Abby ran home. When her mother saw her at the door, she dropped the phone in shock and ran to embrace her. At first, Abby was too terrified to reveal her captor's identity, but days later she gathered the courage to name Nathaniel Kibbe. He was arrested the next day. Justice is served. In 2016, Nathaniel Kibbe pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 90 years in prison, eligible for parole only after 45 years. In court, Abby forgave him, saying his actions made her appreciate life even more. Her mother, however, had only one thing to say: "I hate you with all my heart, but I thank you for letting my daughter come home." Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. There are more shocking cases coming soon. Music fades out.